Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Okulumuzla ilgili bir sunumumuz olacak. Sunumdan sonra Gastrosshow'umuz başlayacak.
Teknik, creativity,
Perfection, discipline,
professionalism.
tradition.
...1895 yılında Paris'te kurulan Le Cordon Bleu Mutfak Sanatları Okulu, günümüzde 20 ülkede, 35'i aşkın uluslararası okulda yılda 20 bin öğrenciye eğitim vermektedir. 2012 senesinde Özyeğin Üniversitesi ve Le Cordon Bleu arasında imzalanan anlaşma çerçevesinde Özyeğin Üniversitesi Gastronomi ve Mutfak Sanatları lisans öğrencilerini dünyanın en usta şefleriyle yetiştirirken, Le Cordon Bleu'de açtığı sertifika programları ile bu alanda kendini geliştirmek ve ilerlemek isteyen kişilere yeni bir geleceğin kapılarını açmaktadır. Le Cordon Bleu İstanbul, 220 bin metrekareyi aşan prestijli Özyeğin Üniversitesi kampüsünde yer alır. Kampüs Asya yakasındadır. Toplu taşıma araçlarıyla ve şehrin merkezi noktalarından günde birkaç kez üniversite servisiyle kolayca ulaşılabilir. Öğrenciler 2626 yatak kapasiteli yurtların yanı sıra kampüs içinde yer alan yarı olimpik kapalı havuz, kütüphane, yemek mekanları ve spor olanaklarından da yararlanabilmektedir. İstanbul, geleneksel lokantalardan lüks fine dining restoranlara, büyülü Mısır çarşısından zengin balık tezgahlarına veya renkli taze pazarlara kadar çeşitli deneyimler sunuyor. Çok yönlülük bu şehirde sınır tanımıyor. Le Cordon Bleu öğrencilerine 3650 metrekarenin üzerinde son teknoloji tesisler sunmaktadır. Teori derslerinin yapıldığı mutfak altyapılı, gastroditoryum ve uygulamalı derslikler yer almaktadır. Le Cordon Bleu çeşitli eğitim imkanları sunar. Uzun dönem profesyonel sertifika programlarımız olan mutfak ve pastacılık programlarımız temel, orta ve üstün seviye olmak üzere 3 seviyeden oluşur. Her biri 11 hafta sürer. 3 seviye mutfak eğitimini başarıyla tamamlayan öğrenci diplom de kuzin, 3 seviye pastacılık eğitimini başarıyla tamamlayan öğrenci diplom de patisserie sertifikalarını almaya hak kazanır. 3 seviye mutfak ve pastacılık eğitimlerini başarıyla bitiren öğrencilerimiz ise uluslararası prestije sahip Grand Diplom sertifikasını alarak okulumuzdan mezun olurlar. Grand Diplom sertifikamızı görebilirsiniz. Yoğunlaştırılmış yaz dönemi 2 Ağustos'ta başlıyor. Le Cordon Bleu'de uzun dönem profesyonel sertifika programları haricinde yoğunlaştırılmış ekmekçilik, çikolata ve şekerleme, hafta sonu mutfak programı, kurum ve kişilere özel hazırlanan tailor-made kurslar ve workshoplar da mevcuttur. Okulumuzda eğitim alan öğrenciler, ikisi İsviçre'den, biri İtalya'dan, biri Fransa'dan ve biri Belçika'dan olmak üzere uluslararası Le Cordon Bleu Master şeflerinden eğitim alma fırsatına sahiptirler. Kurslar İngilizce olup Türkçe'ye çevrilmektedir. Bizi dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Etkinliğimizde ilk olarak Le Cordon Bleu mezunumuz Yola Özcan konuk olacak. Eğitim ve kariyer süreçlerini sizlerle paylaşacak. İkinci bölümde ise eğitmen şefimiz Luca de Astrid portakallı ördek reçetesinin yapımını ve sunumunu sizlerle paylaşacak. Şimdiden iyi seyirler dileriz. Şimdi sözü mezunumuz Yolaç Bey'e vermek isteriz.
The visual, yeah. I'm very glad to be here as a former student and graduate in Cordon Bleu, Istanbul, with my chef. Very proud to be there with my chefs. And when I came here, first I visited my chefs, old chefs here. And first of all, thanks for all Cordon Bleu family, all instructors and management team to welcome me as well here. To introduce myself, I have been graduating as a student from Technical University of Istanbul, mechanical engineering, and then management in business management administration in Boğaziçi University, and completed my degree in Özyeğin University Cordon Bleu as a cuisine program. And it was a time for after pandemic. We were with the masks, not very free as well here. And after a while, we graduated with BN degree here in school. The point that I would like to take here is I'm interested. I was interested in the cuisine, wine, and the coffee all my life until now. I'm a writer about 3 books. One is published and the 2 is upcoming. Bu topraklarda şarap launched in October. So I'm a wine expertise, by the way, and I would like to pair wines with all the cuisines and the foods as well in my life. To be in Cordon Bleu, how was to be in here? Let me describe first. It was much more than a kitchen, more than a cuisine, more than a plate, I describe. It's something like to be in your gens and to be in your heart, how to behave in kitchen, how to be productive in the kitchen, how to be creative in the kitchen, to be in the school. So the point that I'm looking to do, let's say, logo, when I felt that, so it brings a lot of characteristic behaviors to myself to be graduated from this school. It's not only preparing late, or it's not only delicious foods, very bright and looking great. So it's more than that always. And until now, I didn't broke up my relationship with my school. That was another great favor for me. Still, we have good bonds, and hopefully, every graduated Cordon Bleu students have very nice bondings to their schools, and due to their gens that they are taking from the chefs, the instructor chefs that we worked in out. And I'm using all these skills in my life. Right now, I'm focusing as a business-wise on my coffee business. Coffee business, you know, today is very exploding, widespread all over the Turkey and the world. It's rising up. I'm a coffee expertise, and I want to combine these kitchen skills, say, food skills, maybe dessert skills as a chef into the coffee business and make it make this point higher. Because at the time, in let's say 5 years ago, the coffee business was not that much food integrated. When I opened my first coffee shop in Bağdat Street, which named Alter, it was only we are serving coffees. We were serving specialty coffee at the top. I mean, the most loved brand it was in the Bağdat Street. But right now, after 5 years, the coffee is integrated to also kitchen somehow. When you go to coffee shop, there also is food right now. So, and when you go to some restaurants, there are also coffee business there. So this becomes well integrated nowadays. We cannot separate them today. So that's why the future of this will be more integrated. So up and coming for the graduates, just some, let's say, recommendations about the sector that I've seen and experienced until now is that everything is in changing in the sector. Not only the consumer behaviors, not only the gastronomic aspect, not only the trends like sustainability, but also the overall business is changing. And if you see this business on overall wise, then you will be better that you will be your hero in your successful future of career. So I chose to make my own. I mean, to be honest, I could, of course, it was a choice to go to a very good restaurant as a graduate and work there as a chef or junior chef, but I tried to make my own business. It was another career opportunity, and also the acceptance from my instructorship. I could also recommend this. If you could, with some experience, if you could if you have this energy, if you have this entrepreneurial energy, then you can do it as well. My company, Kont Coffee, is focusing on the sustainability of this era. So I need to specify on a focus. So please do it in your career. Focus on somehow an area. So it will be very beneficial for your studies. So I govern it, you know. So when I go to the speaker, as a speaker, I'm always talking about the sustainability of this coffee, food, and the beverages. So the success comes from specialized area. When you specify on this area, then you would be more successful at the end. and do it with your passion. This is another something. I also seen with my instructors that they are very passionate about food. I didn't broke my bones, and we have always communicating with my chefs until now. This is another thing, because when you graduate from any school, you know, my previous schools or ITU or Boğaziçi, I didn't cope up. So don't break up. Come and visit your instructors, chefs, and your management, because you will not be alone at the end, and you will need it. So create a good network. This is another thing, okay? So network is not going to somewhere and taking a sunshine, drink good cocktails and enjoy. This is not a network, guys. So create your network at your profession. This is very critical. So this becomes you more aware what's happening around the sector, around the cuisine restaurant, and the new trends as well, and maybe some partnership possibilities. So this is giving and taking. So this is very important that I see about your career when I start to look about how my speech will go around, and that was another point that I focus very long. And the last that I can say, when I was studying here, I take lots of notes, and they are still alive. They are still alive, and go to look at my chef notes. Some also comments, specifically from his mouth, I have notes. Some of them could be fun, you know. Maybe he remembers the Luca chef. But it's very important, because that takes you be alive. If you cook that you are like in your classroom, then you are more aware what's happening, because you don't even remember all the ingredients and the recipes. It's impossible, you know. What you remember here? So what you remember is your experience. How you do it there? What was the chef's recommendation? What was his warning? So it's all comes and left behind. So that makes you very, let's say, constructive through your future career. So that was the 5 topics that I would summarize again by coming to the end of my speech. First of all, don't broke your bones to your school. Okay? So come here. If you're graduated or not, even it doesn't important. Just visit here. Second, take your network throughout the cuisine or patisserie, whatever, in gastronomy. So don't leave it. The network is very, very crucial today. Third, adhere. So try to tell about yourself. Okay? First listen. As always, we listen our instructor chefs. But then, when you graduate, hold, and again listen always. And fourth is do it with passion. Remember what you have done in the classroom. It's very important for all imagination how chef was doing something as a visual. So then it goes to your nerves and, you know, in your lifestyle. Some rules, okay, that you put for you as well. You know, they have quite good experience, and don't forget, if something is stayed here in these classrooms or also in the kitchen, there is some reason behind it. Every set has reason in this school. So think about like this. It was hard, then you push towards very effort, working, studying, and doing lots of things in the kitchen. But you know, at the end, you will be successful. Coming up with my presentation and speech at the end. If your any questions are welcome that I can afford, please write down to that or specific thing. Any future chefs, future entrepreneurs, future are welcome to speak. But I'm very proud to be here, and I will be always to be with my chef and my school in Özyeğin, Cordon Bleu. Hopefully we will meet up somewhere else. If you need to contact me as well, my Instagram is open for that. My name is Yolaç, and I'm quite sure that there is one Yolaç in Instagram. So please write down to me and visit my coffee shops in further. So thanks for your listening and have this opportunity for my school, Cordon Bleu.
Thank you very much, Yolat Chef. It was a great speech, and I think it's going to be inspiring for the upcoming prospect students and our ongoing students as well. Yolat Şef'e çok teşekkür ederiz katıldığı için, görüşlerini ve düşüncelerini paylaştığı için, kariyer yolculuğundan bahsettiği için. Şimdi etkinliğimizin ikinci kısmında Şef Luca portakallı ördek reçetesinin uygulamasını yapıyor olacak. Biz de keyifle izliyor olacağız. Tekrardan çok teşekkür ediyoruz katıldığınız için.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Sorular olursa biz size ayrıca iletiyor olacağız.
Tabii, teşekkürler. Görüşmek üzere.
Chef Luca, now we would like to continue with you.
Thank you very much, Yolac. We heard your messages was very interesting. And by the way, also us in Cordoba, we don't like a breakup. So, in any case, for everyone, if you want to have more information about Yolac, you can go to visit the shop, or you can come here to talk about Yolac. So you will talk about also the Cordon Bleu. Welcome to everyone. My name is Chef Luca. I'm a chef instructor in Le Cordon Bleu. Today I'm going to prepare for you one of the iconic dishes in the French cuisine, which is the orange duck à l'orange. Okay? So let's start first of all with the duck. So here I prepare the duck breast. Today we are going to cook it on the bone. So we're going to show you another technique. If you have only the fillet, still is okay. But today we want to show you a little bit an advanced technique. So we remove the back and the legs. We prepare what we call the boat, all right? That is called the boat. We remove the wishbone. Over here is this small bone that will prevent it to cut through properly the breast. Otherwise, the knife will follow the wishbone, and most of the meat is going to stay attached over there. So now we will proceed to cook our duck breast. The first thing we're going to do, because it is going to take more or less 20 minutes, plus we have the rest, which is very important, and we're going to explain you later on. So now, first of all, what I've done, I have here a little bit of the fat that I render, that I extract from the neck, part of the skin, from the back, where is located, the parson's nose, actually, where there are the back feather of the duck. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of this duck fat. I'm going to season my duck. All right. This one are pieces of a neck that I use to enhance the flavor of the sauce. All right. Now I will put this one in the oven at 200 degrees, so it starts to roast. Here I use, you can see I have a grill with a frying pan under, so the fat will go down, will make my duck breast a little bit leaner. I season it with Maldon salt. Generously. And that's it. The pepper I will put later on, because now in the oven while we roast it, otherwise it's going to give me black burn spot. And I will add later on. So now I go in the oven at 200 degrees for 9 minutes.
200 derecede 9 dakika fırına alıyoruz.
Okie dokie. So now we go for 9 minutes in the oven. What happened now? With the high heat, we are going to give a nice color to the skin. Then we will decrease the temperature to 160 degrees and we'll cook furthermore 9 minutes. So what happened is that when the temperature will go gently inside and we're going to have a nice and pink duck breast. Very important for you to know, if you have just the duck breast without the bones, we pan-sear on the pan starting from a cold pan, so the skin will start to render the fat. The more the fat is rendered, more we baste. And then we are going to make half of the cooking on the skin side. Obviously, we need to manage the heating source, not to have it too high, otherwise the skin will burn. And then we will put in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes, all right? Always with the skin down, so we can ensure that we have a nice and crispy skin. Now let's move forward with the rest of the preparation. We are going to prepare now the base of the sauce bigarade. What is the sauce bigarade? Sauce bigarade, le bigaradier in French, is the tree of the bitter orange, okay? Was very famous. It's very, very old plant. So imagine that there is the history that French claim that is a dish coming from their tradition. However, Italians claim that Caterina de' Medici the chef of Caterina de' Medici brought to France. However, the reality is that a dish with this bitter orange sauce was already prepared before from Arabs, especially from Spain, from Sevilla, which is called as well, the bitter orange is called also Sevillian orange from Sevilla. All right, so now what we are going to do, I have here 70 grams of sugar. I'm going to prepare the gastrique. The gastrique, what is our, let's say, Europe, Mediterranean, sweet and sour base, sauce. So here we are going to now caramelize 70 grams of sugar. Then we are going to deglaze with red wine vinegar. We let reduce, and then we add the orange juice. This one is going to be the base of our sauce. So we are going to prepare the sauce, adding the mirepoix, the garlic, brown stock, bouquet garni. We reduce, once it's reduced, so then we will combine, and we will reduce what we call a nap texture. So when we put the spoon, there is a thin veil of sauce that coat the spoon, and once I trace a line with my finger, the line stays without dripping. So, but for today, for you, since it's a beautiful day, this morning you have to know that we have a beautiful garden in our school. We started to experiment to grow special herbs, like for example, we have here the verbena, which is quite lemony. And since I have this lemony flavor, I'm going to add inside my sauce while infusing, okay? And then while I was with my colleagues giving water to the plant, I saw this beautiful Swiss chard that today I'm going to blanch and saute as well. This is an extra step that I want to show you, so we're going to have a nice and full dish completed, okay? Now, sugar is caramelized. I am deglazing with red wine vinegar. Okay, I allow the vinegar, I allow the caramel to melt, and then after I will add the orange juice, all right? So now, I take back my bones, I leave the torchon on the handle because I don't want to burn, and I add the mirepoix and the garlic. The mirepoix is the base of all the sauce that we are using in the cuisine. So it's a mix, equal mix of celery, carrot, onion. That we add to give flavor to the base of the sauce in general. We have two actually. We have the regular one, and then we have the white mirepoix, in which do not appear the carrot, but the carrots are being changed by the leeks. Okay, so now the caramel is melted. So then I add the juice of 2 oranges, and I let reduce. In the meanwhile, dear friends, while you are looking, if you have a question, I will be more than happy to answer that questions. Now, do we have any questions? All right, so I will continue. So, duck breast. So in general, is what is served is what we call the magret. Magret from the old French, especially from the south of France, it means it's coming from the word maigre, so lean. In general, magret is considered the breast of the ducks that they were growing to give foie gras. There is a very big tradition in the south of France and in the north of France. So we have Toulouse and we have Strasbourg. There are these ones, what they call the marché au gras. They have a big market for foie gras and duck. In the history of French gastronomy, the duck was always used as a wall. In the sense that was used confit, so cooking his own fat, and use it to keep it on the shelf for a long time. So actually confit today is used a little bit not precisely, in the sense that this confit is a cooking method which goal is the preservation, because when we were confit the duck was staying in his own fat and was close to preserve for a long time. The usage of the magret as such is coming from the 1960, from a French that is called André Daguin, at Hôtel de Ville in Auge, in Occitane region. That was the first that you noticed that in the confit the duck breast becoming dry. So he started to remove the duck breast, confit the legs, and then the duck breast just pan-fried the way today all of us, we are doing it. So it was a really breakthrough, and this one is coming through till now. There is a very interesting story about the duck à l'orange, which, for example, bring us to 1945. Actually, the duck à l'orange that we know today, let's say that the person that brought it back to his wonderful time was René Lasserre in Restaurant Lasserre in Avenue Franklin Roosevelt 17 in Paris. And I had the pleasure to work in that restaurant for 1 year and a half. And before he was from Bern, so from the south of France. And you know, the first recipes, they were including the onions and everything as a garnish, but then after, let's say, he make it very, very, he revised the dish till the version that we know today. Okay? Any questions so far from our friends? We have any question from our friends? No? Excellent. So now, we have 9 minutes past. Now I reduce the temperature to 160 degrees. And I will let cook my duck for another 9 minutes. Now, it's very important for you to know that all the data, information that we give about temperature of cooking, they're always indicative in the sense that the duck size might change, the oven change, the duck is cold, the duck is a room temperature. There are many things. That one is when it's coming what in French say le métier, so to have the craft of and the skills of the profession. So kitchen goes very much by feelings. All right? So now I have here all the vegetable I took out. You see the neck is nice and roasted. Obviously, as the duck back, the back of the duck and the legs, you are going to use it for other preparations. So today was not necessary. But for example, if I would cook it at home, I will use the back as well in order to give a really nice flavor to my dish and have as less as wastage as possible. So to use as much as I can out of the duck, which is really beautiful. Is a dish that you can prepare when you are with the family, with the friends, a special occasion. Here I make sure that I color properly my mirepoix. In the meanwhile, allow me to add this step that I had for you. I get inspired by the garden that we have in our university that we are taking care. So now we are developing, we are hoping to bring new seeds of new herbs, something that maybe is not easy to find here in Turkey, in order to enhance the experience and have also us a little bit more fun in using different ingredients that you cannot commonly find here in Turkey. So now, here I have the water to boil. I add salt, because now I'm going to blanch my Swiss chard. I am preparing an ice bath. So why am I going to prepare an ice bath? Because now I'm going to blanch my, sorry, what's the name? The Swiss chard, thank you, sorry, I had a lapsus. The Swiss chard, so I can keep the color, okay? So now, here inside the water, I really count 30 seconds. So in this 30 seconds, the chlorophyll will attach, will stick to the leaves, and I will always have a nice and brilliant color with my Swiss chard. That's it. So now I take out. Also, I blanch it because the stem of the Swiss chard, it's a little bit more harder than, for example, the spinach or another leaves. So that one is all going to help me to tenderize. And for the Swiss chard, I'm going to saute, and I'm going to use this garlic infused oil, which is going to fit very well. So now, my mirepoix is roasted. I drain it. So I remove all the fat. I don't want to have a fatty sauce. Okay? Now, very, very important for a sauce. All this brown that you found, that one is where the flavor resides. All right? And it's very important, because now we're going to deglaze. This is what is going to give color and flavor. Okay, so I don't have to remove it away. However, I want to take out the extra fat that there is inside the pan. For this reason, I drain it. And then the fat left in my pan, I just, like this, gently with the paper, absorb it and remove it, okay? And I do not scrape away the suc, in French is called. Okie dokie. That's okay. So now what I'm going to do, I put back, here you see there is the extra fat. I remove here the extra fat from the neck. I go back in my pan. I just bring up again the temperature, and I deglaze with the duck brown stock. If you don't have the duck brown stock, you can use chicken stock. If you don't have the chicken stock, you can use just simply water, as much as the caramelization of the suc that we have at the bottom of the pan is done properly. So now I deglaze, and then with the spoon I just detach all the suc that we have at the bottom that will be dispersed in the liquid and give flavor to my sauce. There it is, beautiful. Now add the rest, and I bring to a boil. I add now the bouquet garni. The bouquet garni is a bouquet that is done with leeks, celery, parsley stem, thyme, and bay leaf. This one is the basic of bay leaf. There is no a specific recipe. The bouquet garni is something that you can do up to your taste, as much as the spices, the herbs are properly balanced. That one is the key to make a very good bouquet garni, in order to have a beautiful balance between all the flavor, all the perfume. Okay? Here I have my gastric that is reducing there. So now I prepare a pan with a paper. I remove this beautiful organic Swiss chard. And I drain it. I throw away the water. This one I'm going to use for later on. All right, so here the gastric, I'm going to reduce it till having a nice caramel texture. Here. There. Here is missing 1 minute. Look at that, beautiful. For example, what I can do as well in order to give an extra flavor to my duck, I have the gastric that didn't finish to reduce, so still has the proper texture. So I just glaze like this a little bit. There it is. Look at that, beautiful. Timing is calling. My duck is ready. I place the duck now to rest. It's very important that the duck rest, in general, should rest at exactly the same time that he cooks. All right. However, that also I think is depending from the flavor. For this preparation, 10 minutes also is going to be enough. Now I take the duck and I put it upside down like this to rest. Why I do that? Because all the juices, they were going to be distributed. The duck breast, like the chicken breast or the goose breast or the partridge breast, obviously they have a part, especially the part that goes at the end of the abdomen, which is thinner, and obviously will cook faster. So what happened that placing the duck in that position, what happened, the juices that will go from the thinnest part to the thickest one. So I will redistribute the juice, and I redistribute the cooking temperature, all right? So this one now, I just put it there to rest. This one, I just keep it there. Can you take out? Be careful, it's hot. Just bring me back the grill. All right? All right. So allow me to wash my hands. Yola, you did remember these preparations? Very important. Wash the hands after every operation is crucial. We are very picky on that in our school about the hygiene. You cannot be a good chef if you don't have a good knowledge about cleaning and hygiene procedure, as well as something that we always teach to our students about what we call the Glasgow, which is the clean as you go. You see, Jolac remember this acronym. So it's in exactly the way that I'm doing. I finish one task and I start a new one. Now what I'm going to prepare are the segments of orange. What is a segmentation of orange? So basically, we want to have all the segment nicely removed from the orange without the small pith, the skin, the thin skin. So I prepare a container here. So obviously my orange, as you can see, is wet. The chopping board has been washed. So I remove the skin. And then gently I start to peel off the skin, being careful to remove the pith. So the pith or albedo is the white part. Is this a white part that there is between the skin and the pulp? This one is called pith or albedo. So I remove carefully. This one is the job that all the commis ate. All right. Here, beautifully done. So now I'm going to remove each segment. It's very important that every time you finish to use a knife after cutting citrus, you clean and dry immediately your knife, because the acidity of the citrus is not a good friend of the blade. It's going to damage your blade. Obviously, not immediately, but on the long run, yes, it will. So now I place the can you give me a bowl like this, please? Now I'm going to start to take out the segment. So how I do? Excellent, thank you very much. Just leave it there. I just place my chinois. And with a knife, which needs to be very sharp, I just cut between the membrane to remove these beautiful segments. Like this. This is a technique we teach in our basic cuisine #1, segmentation of citrus. Can be done with orange, grapefruit, lemon. The key of success of the technique resides in the sharpness of your knife. Your knife is your best ally in the kitchen. Here I have the juice of the lemon that I can squeeze inside my gastric. I don't want to throw away anything. All right. Now I remove the garbage. I clean as I go. I wash my hands. I clean my knife as I just explained. And here we have our segments, all right? Thank you. Okie dokie. The sauce is almost there. I just have to be patient. You see me now to use this brush. This is something that we use always. We just always clean the edges of the sauce because more the sauce is reduced, is going to leave a mark, and this mark, more the sauce is cooking, more it will dry. More it will dry, more it will fall down in the sauce and will make our sauce dark. We're gonna have some small black spot, and we don't like that. We don't want that. We want our sauce shine. Also here, I clean it up. There are some questions from our friends? No? All right, so good. Okie dokie. In the meanwhile, I place my plate in the oven to be warm. In general, we just put our oven at 64 degrees. Obviously, here we don't have a hot pass. For the reason in our classes, we are warming up the plate here, but in general, in the kitchen, there is always a special cabinet where all the plates are being placed. Obviously, the plates that will be used to serve hot food. The main rule is hot food, hot plate, cold food, cold plate. All right, so my sauce reach the right texture. I just put on the side. I take out the fat from before. I drain the sauce. I combine now the sauce with the gastric. And as I explained you in the beginning of the class, I'm going to add also this beautiful verbena, which is going to give another extra touch to our sauce. If you don't have it at home, you don't use it. But if you want to personalize your duck à l'orange as well, you can put, for example, a little bit of cardamom that it goes very well with the orange. You can use as well a little bit of lemongrass, a little bit of ginger, if you like to give an extra layer in the preparation of your sauce. But this one is a little variation on our preparation, all right? So always here as well, the same way I did it there. Always, always, always be careful to clean up the edges. Okay? Thank you. My duck is rested. Now I can start to fillet. Remove the fillet. So I use a chopping board. All right. So now, you see, you cannot, I don't know if you will see, but inside my gastron there is this remnant of this pinkish liquid, which is not blood, by the way, but is myoglobin. There is no more blood inside the duck. What is left is the myoglobin, which is this compound that all of us we have that transport the oxygen to the muscles. For example, what is the name? In biology, so the duck breast, the duck is a white meat. But why is red so? It's red because the duck use a lot the breast because it's flying. So more you use the muscle, more blood you need, which is transport the oxygen. So that's why it's red. And that's why as well, the duck, not the duck, what is the name, sorry, the chicken and the turkey, for example, has a white breast. Actually also, for example, also for the chicken, the legs are called dark meat. Why? Because the chicken walking, so use a lot the leg, all right? Okie dokie. So now we start to remove the breast. This is beautifully pink. I remove the wing. I just trim a little bit the breast. Okay, I'm gonna put on my grill because still we need to warm it up for plating. You see, that one is when I explain about the wishbone, which is here. If I would have the wishbone here, when I cut, my knife would have followed the wishbone, so lots of meat would have stayed there. So I remove the breast. I remove I just simply trim removing the excess fat. Okay, and it goes there. Now, my sauce. Let's see my sauce. My sauce is done. Okay, I just leave it there 30 seconds to rest. My duck, what I can do as well, sorry, allow me to wash my hand first. I can take a little bit of the sauce and I can glaze the duck before going in the oven again. Because now we need to warm it up properly. All right, that looks beautiful already like this, right? Doesn't look beautiful, yes? So now I go here in the oven for another 5 minutes. I clean up my station. In the meanwhile that the duck is then the duck is warming up, so then we start to prepare the rest of our ingredients. I clean up the chopping board, I clean up the knife. I prepared already another tray where I'm going to drain the duck because I don't want to have the water coming out from my duck. So and now I'm going to use this machine to prepare a very nice and decorative way to plate this my duck. So this one is a rotative surface which is going to allow me to create a spiral with this, let's say, orange preparation. So here, what I have inside here, I have the orange, orange zest, grated, and a little bit of cornstarch. This one is going to help me to give a nice decorative, voila. I'm going to put in the center. Okie dokie. This is now I need to strain the sauce because I have the verbena inside. So we just give another layer of flavor. Now is a beautiful. Now, obviously, like every chef needs to do, wow, just give an extra layer of freshness. The duck, 2 minutes, is going to be ready. In the meanwhile, I start to gently saute my Swiss chard with perfumed oil, garlic perfumed oil. Pinch of salt. Obviously, some pepper. And done. So, and then we remove it. And I drain it. Wow, that is fantastic. So, Iolace, ready to taste?
Yes.
Excellent. So 1 minute, the duck is going to be ready. This is going to be very good. It's going to be fantastic. And we have any question from our friends at home? They have some, they want to know about our school. They want to know about the recipes. They want to know more about our friend Iolace. Now, yes. Iolace, tell me, does it look beautiful? So now, you remember what I told you before? You just came out. Now I need 1 minute. I just place some fresh pepper. The sauce as well is ready. I just put some grain of Maldon salt. All right, so, and now I take my, where is it? Have you seen my tongs? Well, I lost my tongue, but it's okay, it's no problem. No, it's here, sorry. Sorry, it's here. I just take my duck and I slice it. Look, beautiful, as a perfectly cooked. pink. I just put there to drain. All right, this one, unfortunately for you, dear friends at home, you cannot taste it, but we will do for you and we will let you know. There, so now, yes, now is coming the interesting part. So we have the beautiful sauce. There, we are going to put here in the center of this beautiful and fancy circle that we did. Then we have the duck that I'm going to make sure that is dry. Okay. One, two, and three. All right, so then we are going to place some orange segments. One, two, and three. Then we have our beautiful Swiss chard from Özein Garden. Fresh and organic that I personally recollected this morning. That one is a little bit of vinegar to just clean up here the edge. There. Then also I took the freedom today to prepare some parsley chips that I'm going to place here and there that is fitting very well. Give some color. All right, that's it. And then as well, we can also add some very fresh and tender beetroot, bay leaves. Just a drop of olive oil and salt. Nothing needs to be unseasoned. It just gives some freshness. And then I can add a little bit of more of our sauce here and there. Now, in general, when this is done, I always ask a question to my students. Does it look beautiful? All right, voila. So this is our version of canard à l'orange or duck à l'orange. So first of all, I would like to thank you for all of you that you were at home, that you follow us, write us, call us. We will be very happy to welcome you in Le Cordon Bleu. We have many things to teach you. We know many things, we don't know everything. However, one thing that we have a lot is commitment to our students. So if you want to have some more information, please come to see us. So thank you very much to be with us today. My name is Chef Luca. See you the next time. Well, now we need to taste it.